So Amanda versus the Iron Lady. I mean, look, this thing was screwed up from Jump Street. The Iron Lady is a former world champion, by the way, at a higher weight class, which in this sport gets respected more, who never lost the title. And it was almost as though nobody was looking forward to this fight or really even discussing it, right? Amanda Nunes is arguably the most consistent athlete in the world right now. I mean, she's right there with Simone Biles in terms of just consistent performances. So, okay, they go out and fight, and the first round was a disaster for the Iron Lady. Amanda's got position on her, but it's the same position that Amanda had in the first fight where she TKO'd her. She's slugging away. The Iron Lady's defending, and the referee's looking at it and saying, Amanda, you're not doing enough damage for me to stop this fight. So Amanda's looking for the finish, and it looked like she was going to get it. Where that becomes relevant, Mike Tyson had a expression, and on broad stroke, it's a very true expression, which is, if you look for the finish, you are not going to win the decision. So here Amanda is in the very first round, okay, first 5 minutes. She could have to be out there for minutes 20 to 25. She's got to save something, but she's looking for the finish. She doesn't find it. It was as though she punched herself out because she then transitions to grappling and she just locks on a choke that basically through the defense of the Iron Lady who had her hands up, boom. Now Amanda's got this head and arm choke. She squeezed it. Amanda did everything right on the technique. Iron Lady didn't tap out. And I will tell you, this was her opportunity. Like as the viewer, if the Iron Lady no longer wants to be in there, but the referee won't save her, here's your perfect opportunity. Nobody will ever question. Iron Lady does not take it. She survives. Amanda squeezed so tight that Amanda finally let the choke go. Iron Lady never worked out of it. She just toughed it out. Amanda finally let it go, transitioned back to mount. They go so on and so forth. But if you're looking at that as a viewer, you go, okay, I've seen enough of these fights to know Amanda just used a lot of energy. Well, the fight did get a little bit closer. In large part, she did use energy, but the Mike Tyson expression didn't quite hold up tonight. Amanda pushed through, and she had a game plan. And she knew enough from fighting the Iron Lady once before. She knew enough to know, if I get her on the ground, I can have some big moments. The question is, what the viewer's going to have is, does she have the energy / technique to go back to that well for 5 more rounds, which is this big takedown? And in the exchanges where they were on their feet, I mean, the Iron Lady was getting through. I thought that Amanda's stock went up tonight. When you have a dominant champion, sometimes they don't ever deal with adversity. So sometimes you don't know how tough they are. You find out how good they are, but you don't know how tough they are. And there's always a question there. Well, Amanda was tested tonight. I mean, she really got a sweat going. She got her heart rate up. She found herself in a tussle in the very first round. Had to push 20 minutes more, had a smile on her face part of the time that she was doing it. Never once looked fatigued. Even when I saw what I thought was her punching herself out from the mount position in the first round, 6 and 7 and 10 and 15 minutes later, I'm going, no, I saw it wrong. She's not tired. She's got good energy. And by the way, she also has a very good game plan. Germaine showed us that she should have been talked about. She showed us why she was a world champion. She showed us why she hasn't been defeated. She showed us why she was in that spot. She really did a good job. But when it came down to courage and toughness, I mean, the Iron Lady was very fitting of her name. This lady looked like she was made out of iron. When you look at Amanda, it's very tough the way she has cleared things out. It's very tough to see a clear path as to who's next or even who's compelling. Amanda has separated herself from the division.